For problem number 6, show how to use the shell method to derive the formula for the volume of a right circular cone with a base radius r and height h. So ito yung formula sa cone. So V is equals to pi r squared times the height over 3. So ito yung graph natin. Ito yung r, gawin natin r yung y, then ito yung h. Then ito daw yung kukunin nating volume ng solid. So itong line na to, ito yung equation nyo, y is equals to mx plus b, where yung m natin is r over h or yung rise over run. So magiging yung y natin is equals to r over h times yung x natin. Since 0 yung b, so hindi natin i-ano. So ito yung formula para makuha dun sa finding volume of solid revolution. So integral of pi r squared dx from a to b. So lagay natin. So yung a natin is 0 since 0 siya nag-start. So integral of pi times the quantity r over h times yung x natin, then square dx from 0 to h. Then labas natin yung pi since constant naman siya. So pi times then the integral of r squared h squared times x squared dx from 0 to h, and execute lang natin yung squared. So naging ganyan siya, squared. Then labas natin ulit yung radius and height since constant naman sila, so magiging pi r squared over h squared, then yung integral ng x squared dx from 0 to h. So pi r squared over h squared, then yung integral ng x squared dx ay x cubed over 3. Nilagay natin yung from 0 to h. Then substitute lang natin yung x ng h. So pi r squared over h squared times yung x natin magiging h cubed over 3. Then cancel lang natin yung h, cancel. So magiging matitira pi r squared h over 3, or ito pi r squared h over 3, para same sila dito. So yun na yun yung final na sagot, pareho sila dito, pi r squared h over 3. So na-derive naman natin siya. So for problem number 7, find the length of the curved y raised to negative 3 halves equals to 8x plus 3 from 11 3 halves to 27 3 halves. So ito yung graph ng problem. Ito yung line is equals to y is equals to 27 3 halves. Then ito yung y raised to negative 3 halves equals to 8x plus 3. Then itong line na ito is equals to 11 3 halves. So i-derive natin itong equation na ito in terms of y. So ano natin, y raised to negative 3 halves equals to 8x plus 3. So magiging 8x equals to y raised to negative 3 halves minus 3. Then divide both side by 8. Cancel to. So may e1x is equals to negative 3 8 plus 1 over 8 y raised to 3 halves. So kunin natin yung derivative ng ating x. So ang derivative ng 3 over 8 ay 0 plus itong derivative nito 1 over 8 times sa quantity negative 3 over 2 y raised negative 3 halves minus 1. So may iwan niyang derivative ay negative 3 over 16 y 5 raised to 5 halves. So ito yung Formula for finding length of the curve. Integral from limit a to b, then yung square root 1 plus the square of the first function y dy. So, substitute natin from limit 11 3/2 to 27 3/2 square root of 1 plus negative 3 over 16y 5 squared, then squared dy. Pag in-input yan sa calculator, ang makuhang sagot ay 103.81 units. So yan yung final sagot, 103.81 units. For problem number 8, find the surface area of the object obtained by rotating x plus y squared equals to 1 from 0 to 3 about the x-axis. So, ito yung graphs natin. Ito yung line is equals to y is equals to 3. Ito yung x plus y squared over 1 natin. So, ito yung kukunin natin surface area. Then, yung formula in surface area is equals to 2 pi and sa integral of y square root of f prime times y squared plus 1 dy from a to b. So, una, kunin muna natin yung derivatives of the function in terms of y. So, lagyan natin x plus y squared is equals to 1. And lipat natin x is equals to 1 minus y squared equals to f y. So, ito na yung f prime in terms of y natin. It's equals to negative 2y dy. Then, substitute na natin 2 pi from limit 0 to 3 y square root of 2y squared plus 1. So, magiging 2 pi integral of y square root of 4y squared plus 1 dy from 0 to 3. So, dito, naka-squared yung ano natin sa loob. So, pwede natin gamitan ng u substitution. So, ang u natin, 4y squared plus 1 du 8y dy. Ang dy natin is equals to du over 8y. So, kunin natin yung bago nating limits. So, if y is equals to 0, then u natin is 1. 4 times 0 plus 1 is 1. So, if ang y natin is 3, u is 37. So, 4 dito 3, 3 times 3, 9, plus 4, 36 plus 1, 37. So, it's equals now to 2 pi, bago nating limits, from 1 to 37, then yung y, tapos, substitute natin yung 4y squared plus 1 natin ng u, square root of u, sa quantity du over 8y. So, cancel natin tong y. So, magiging 1 over 8 square 1 over 8 integral of square root of u du from 1 to 37. So, it's equals now to pi over 4 times the quantity 2 over 3 u over 3 halves. Tinlagay natin yung limit 1 over 37. Then, pag in-input sa calculator, substitute natin yung u. Yung u natin, ito, 4y squared. 4y squared plus 1. Then, pag in-input sa calculator, ang magiging final answer ay 117.32 square units. So, for problem number 9, integral of x raised to 7 over square root of x to the fourth power plus 1 dx. So, gagamitan natin ito ng u substitution. So, determine u. Let u is equals to x to the fourth power plus 1. Ang derivative ng u natin, du is equals to 4x cubed dx. Then, ang magiging dx natin is equals to du over 4x cubed. So, lagay natin. Integral of x raised to n over the square root of u times yung du over 4x cubed natin. So, kunin natin yung value ng x to the fourth power natin. So, yung u natin, x raised to the fourth plus 1. Then, lipat natin, u minus 1 is equals to x to the fourth power. So, meron tayong value ng x to the fourth. So, lagyan natin. Integral of x raised to 4 over 4 square root of u du. And it's equals now to the integral of u minus 1 over 4 square root of u du. So, palitan na natin yung value ng x to the fourth ng u minus 1. So, since constant yung 4, so ilagay, since whole yung 1/4 natin, so ilipat natin yung 1/4 is equals now to 1/4 the integral of u minus 1 over the square root of u du. Now, paghiwalayan natin muna yung dalawa, so equals to 1/4 then ang parenthesis square root integral of u over square root of u du minus the integral of 1 over square root of u du. So, for the integral of u square root of u du, so equals to the integral of u times the quantity u raised to negative 1/2 du. So, magiging, evaluate natin, magiging the integral of square root of u du, integral of u raised to 1/2 du. Then, substitute na natin yung u natin. Magiging 2u raised to 3/2 over 3. Substitute natin yung u. Magiging 2 yung u natin, x to the fourth power plus 1 raised to 3/2 over 3. So, yan na yung for the integral of u over square root of u du. Dito naman tayo sa for the integral of 1 over the square root of u du. So, evaluate, magiging integral of u raised to negative 1/2 du is equals to 2 square root of u. So, substitute ulit ng u. So, magiging 2 square root of x to the fourth power plus 1. So, balik tayo dito sa natin, which is ito. Pagsamain natin, so magiging is equals now to 1/4 times the quantity 2 over 3 x raised to the 4 power plus 1 raised to 3/2 minus yung dalawang term natin minus 2 square root of x to the fourth power plus 1. Then simplify magiging 1 over 6 times the quantity x to the fourth power plus 1 raised to 3/2 minus 1/2 x to the fourth power plus 1 raised to 1/2 yung plus c. So, yan yung final na sagot. For problem number 10, find the volume of the solid whose base is the region bounded by y plus 1 is equals to x squared and y minus 3 is equals to 0, and whose cross sections are equilateral triangles with the base perpendicular to the y-axis. So, ito yung graph natin. Ito yung itong line na to is equals to 3, y is equals to 3, then to 0. Itong line na ito is equals to y plus 1 is equals to x squared. Then ito yung 3D na graph natin. So ito yung yun natin ng volume. Ito yung equilateral triangle natin. Then ito yung formula for area of equilateral triangle, which is A is equals to the square root of 3 over 4 A squared, which is yung A natin is yung side. So yung side dito, yung dalawang side, dito yung 0, then 0 din to. So magiging A is equals to 2x. Then para makuha yung value ng x, balik tayo dito sa equation, which is y plus 1 is equals to x squared. So ilagay natin x is equals to the square root of y plus 1. So magiging ang A natin is equals to 2 square root of y plus 1. Then ang volume, V now is equals to the integral of A in terms of y dy from A to B. Then substitute integral of from 0 to 3, since yung limit natin 0 to 3 dahil 0 dito, then 3 dito. So ang limit natin is from 0 to 3, square root of 3 over 4. Then yung y natin dito in terms of y, 2 square root of y plus 1 squared dy. Since constant yung 3/4, labas natin siya. So square root of 3 over 4 integral from 0 to 3, 4 times the quantity y plus 1 dy. Then evaluate natin. Cancel natin itong 4. Cancel na lang natin. So, magiging square root of 3 integral of y plus 1 dy from 0 to 3. Evaluate natin ulit from magiging square root of 3 from 0 to 3 y dy plus the integral of dy from 0 to 3. Then pag in-evaluate natin, magiging square root of 3 plus 9 over 2 plus 3. Then simplify, input sa calculator, magiging volume natin ay 12.99 cubic units. Volume 12.99 cubic units pag in-input sa calculator.